Hey, thanks very much, Candace. Yeah, that's right, and certainly those layers a very good idea tonight because we know fans will be up till late watching that Jays game. And by the way, a shout out to our very hardworking reporters who also have to brave the elements as they cover that Jays game. 9 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport. There hasn't been a lot of sunny breaks today, but they are there time and time again earlier into the day and now heading into the evening. Can't say the same about those in Los Angeles, though, that are watching the game. 18 degrees, no layers needed, and they did get some sunshine today as well. Now, closer to home, we have been seeing improvements from the rain that we were dealing with earlier in the week. There is still a bit of a cool breeze that's adding to that chill factor, and along with that, we are still seeing, again, some lingering cloud cover. So at least it's not raining. We have improved a little bit, but yes, we could do better in terms of shaking off the remaining drizzle activity around the east and around southwestern Ontario. And by the way, some hefty rainfall amounts that eastern Ontario got. Around Ottawa, 60 millimeters or so, or rather 60 millimeters, yes, and around the Kingston region, 50 millimeters of rain. So it's been quite the hefty rainfall amounts that we've seen. Tomorrow, a better chance to see drier conditions, but also some sunshine. So things are looking great to start off the day for southwestern and southern Ontario. And even our friends in Cottage Country and to the east will get a chance to see that sunshine before it sets, with lots of sunny breaks in store as the day progresses. Now, it may make the evening slightly warmer, but don't get too excited. It's not all that warm. 11 or 12 degrees for your high and lingering at around that 9-degree mark as we head into the late evening. Candace?
Nor, thanks so much. It is time for a short...
Well, as daylight saving time comes to an end tomorrow, your phone won't have trouble adjusting, but your microwave, your oven, your every other appliance not connected to the internet will. So don't be surprised when you see a bit of a discrepancy later tomorrow. The good news is, to help with that transition, we have some sunshine in store for Toronto residents. So we'll see that bright and early, but it'll get sunnier as the day progresses. Your high around 11 to 12 degrees, and we'll see those temperatures slightly remaining propped up as you head into the evening hours. Now, many have been still feeling that November chill, and that's especially the case as you head towards the north and central parts of the province. 2 in Thunder Bay, 7 in areas like Minneapolis, 6 towards Montreal, and again, another burst of warm air around parts of the prairies. Many were bundled up for Halloween just last night, and today, 15 degrees in Saskatoon. It's been quite the roller coaster over there, and for us, not a whole lot of roller coaster expected in the coming days, because we're going to see seasonal temperatures for the most part continue across the next 7 days. What will be on and off, though, is the wet weather. So tomorrow, no chance to see some wet weather. In fact, sunnier conditions expected and drier conditions as you head towards eastern Ontario. By Monday, we get hit with that rain. So it starts off early in the morning and then it'll be over before the day's end. And while there isn't a whole lot of accumulation with this, it will be the strong winds that will be at play. So gusts upwards of 50 could be possible around the Toronto region, strong in the east as well. By Tuesday, we start to see those skies clear up once again. Sunshine back at play, but some of those strong winds could linger across southwestern, southern, and eastern Ontario for your Tuesday. So do be mindful of that. Hold on to your hats while you're going to work and coming back from work while you're getting the kids ready for school. 12 degrees in Toronto tomorrow with that sunshine, 13 in Hamilton, 11 in Guelph, and 11 for Belleville, Peterborough, 10 in Muskoka. Your next 7 days, 14 degrees, the best we can do this week. That's on Tuesday with some sunshine. Of course, after we see some wet weather briefly for Monday, a chance to see some showers by Wednesday, single-digit highs for Thursday, and it looks like the start of your weekend will be wet, but Saturday looking drier at 9 degrees.
Conditions out there for Jays fans tonight, but that is definitely not affecting them from celebrating in the streets if the team can pull off this win. So what does the rest of the weekend have in store? Let's get a check on the forecast with weather specialist Nora Fat. Hi, Nora.
Hey, thanks very much, Candace. Yeah, that's right. Layering up has been key for Jays fans the past little while, including tonight. And not just that, for our very hard-working reporters that are outside in the elements. It has been quite the cold night. 5 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport. Cloud cover on and off as we head into the overnight hours. Now, temperatures have been in that single-digit range for the last little while. Your high 10 degrees in Toronto. And before you start kicking and screaming and saying this is not fair, it's too cold. This is right on the nose of seasonal, guys. I know how brutal that sounds. Certainly not brutal in Los Angeles, though, for those fans that are watching from over there. 16 degrees at this hour, yes. The temperature hasn't moved much since earlier in the afternoon, and that's just one of the many things that sometimes makes you bitter when you start to think deeply about what's happening in Los Angeles. But that's okay. At least we're seeing some winds die down for many across the map, and along with that, the good news is it is finally dry for much of southern Ontario and pushing further east. That wet weather that we were dealing with has dissipated, and we are expecting even better conditions heading into the day tomorrow because sunshine is back on the way. So we'll see beautiful sunny skies southwestern, southern Ontario early in the morning. Our friends in cottage country in the east, we haven't forgotten about you, though. Your sunshine is coming as the day progresses, and you'll certainly get a chance to see that sun, an ample chance to see that sun before it sets. 12 degrees for your high, and guess what? Temperatures remaining slightly milder. I'm not going to say warm, but slightly milder as the evening progresses. Candace?
Thanks, Nor. And we want to head...
Temperatures in the low double digits tomorrow in Toronto, but hey, at least there's some sunshine. There's that warmer feel in the air as those winds shift now from the south-southwest. So yes, a bit of a friendlier direction when it comes to the cooler weather that we've been seeing, and that will mean those temperatures remaining propped up slightly as we head into the evening hours and approach the overnight as well. It's been quite the time earlier in the week as we headed into Thursday and Friday, especially for eastern Ontario, that saw hefty rainfall amounts, 50 millimeters or so in Kingston, around that 60 millimeter range in Ottawa. This is clearing up in Ontario, lingering wet weather around parts of Quebec and the Maritimes, and the good news is that we'll get a chance to breathe, see some sunshine before round number 2 of the wet weather rolls in as we head into next week. So here we are. Beautiful conditions come tomorrow. Make sure you're dressed for it. With those low double digits, as we mentioned, by Monday, the rain pushes in, and it will make its way into southern Ontario into the afternoon hours and lingering into the east as well. So it'll be over very quickly before the day's end, and you're really not expecting a whole lot of accumulation, if at all, with this. Potentially maybe that 10 millimeter range around eastern parts of the province, but what you'll notice is a shift in those winds, and they will be quite strong for Toronto. 50 to 60 wind gusts possible Monday, early and late in the morning. So do be mindful of that, and those winds continue heading into your Tuesday, even into your Tuesday afternoon. So watch out for that for your commute back from work on Tuesday. 13 in Hamilton tomorrow, 13 in Brantford, 13 Niagara Falls, and some 11s, a popular number here in Belleville, Peterborough, Newmarket, and heading into Barrie. The good news is our temperatures remain around the seasonal range for the next few days. Tuesday, the warmest spot at 14 degrees, but we'll get into some wet weather on and off. Wednesday, a chance of showers. Thursday, some sunnier breaks. And then looks like some heavy rain